What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/IDontWorkHereLady. Alright, this story's called No, I Didn't Just Talk to You. No, I do not work here. Edited because I got a message about my atrocious grammar. Thank God. Anyway, so the story goes like this. I'm asked to go get some groceries. I tend to shop at Wood Guys. What? It's a nice big... Oh, is that an actual place? Okay. It's a nice big store, great service, great variety. I take my cousin Paris with me because she needs a few things. Now, an important thing to note is that I am 6'3" and black. My cousin Paris is not. She is as white as the snow-capped peaks of the mountains of Caucasus. There we go. Paris is not her real name, but she is named after a place like that, and so is her sister. Alright, my guesses are either London, or next closest guess is Copenhagen. It's probably Copenhagen. Paris has baby blue eyes, platinum blonde hair, dimples, and looks like someone fused with Billie Eilish and Phoebe Cates together and made them Snow White. I'll admit that she's really pretty, which is actually relevant to the story. Okay, guys, I didn't know who Phoebe Cates was, so I looked her up and she's my uncle's stepdaughter and has been hanging around me a lot since I got back in town. Now, everything's going well. I grab me some U-singers, spend some time staring forlornly in the ramen aisle, go check and get some meats, both real and fake, and just generally minding my own business. Paris and I split up because she was asking me some uncomfortable questions about feminine products, and as mature as I believe I am, that's no man's land, and only my wife is gonna get me to listen to you talk about that stuff. So I head off to make some life and health decisions about some chips. I want to get some flamin' hot Doritos, maybe some Rico's nacho cheese. Got some chorizo, some chunky salsa. This guy knows what kind of salsa to get. And some ground beef, and you've got something. But that's a very serious bathroom visit later in the day. 100%. Oh my god. Especially for me. Do I want to risk the holy hell I'm gonna feel if I go that route? Oh, I mean, it just comes out gross feeling, but not really painful. I'm very seriously in consideration. This is why I probably didn't hear this lady when she called me the first couple of times. I only noticed her when she walks up. She was white, middle-aged, and dressed like she was 20. Not a good look. I remember scoffing at her brand new Buccaneers jersey, but she had on a Patriots coat and booty shorts. The jersey was one of those that show midriff, and I have to admit she didn't really look like she took care of her skin. I also have a problem with people who dress cute when it's cold. I love this guy. I'm thinking all kinds of negative stuff from the start. She couldn't be more offensive unless she was rocking a Kevin King jersey. She starts up with are you gonna help me or not? Very rude tone. Hands on hips, animated, the whole neck shaking thing. I'm like, huh? So she starts listing things, saying she has asked for this and that, and for me to go see where the butcher was. He apparently wasn't at his post. I was confused and asked her what she was on about, and she gets mad, telling me that she already asked all this stuff and wouldn't have to repeat herself if I had listened. She didn't say it like that, she insulted me, but I don't for the life of me remember what she said. I was too busy trying to figure out why she was talking to me. It takes me a moment to realize she thinks I work there. I politely tell her she is mistaken, we've never spoken, and I do not work here. She tells me she sees me there all the time, and she just spoke to me. That she isn't stupid. I told her I didn't think she was, just that she was mistaken. I went to tell her that I'm not even dressed like I work there, but my jacket was in the cart. It's a bomber jacket that gets stupid hot indoors. So you can see my outfit, and I am wearing a sweater vest from my college, a polo, khakis, and Timberlands. I kind of do look like I work there. The sweater vest is indeed blue, though not the same blue as the aprons you see around. I point to the team logo on my vest and reiterate that I don't work there and she is mistaken. That's when things go from weird to, this woman is insane! Paris pokes her head out of the aisle behind me and asks if I can grab one of those boxes of noodles at the top. The full box is in plastic. The flavor she likes doesn't have enough individual ones for her liking, and she's a fan of duck flavor. I apologize and dismiss myself from the lady's presence and go to help Paris. Oh my god, this was apparently a bad move because watching me help Paris get her ramen and then grabbing several other things from high shelves pissed the lady off. Keep in mind, Paris is like 5'2" in wedged shoes. She's like a slightly tall child, to be honest. She starts in at me, loud as a banshee, giving me, "I knew you worked here!" She starts yelling. Her language is colorful, and she seems to have a particular stick up her rear because she thinks I am helping Paris because she is younger and pretty instead of helping a real woman like her. Oh my god. I love this! I must have had a look on my face because she gives I'll have you know plenty of men find me attractive. Yeah, insecure Sally. And said some pretty disparaging things at Paris's expense. My cousin and I aren't all that close. In fact, she's a bit of a spoiled brat, and our relationship is contentious at best. She and her sister are usually selfish, big-headed, and disrespectful. That kind of woman. I'm not often very fond of her, however, she is my cousin, and you best believe you ain't gonna disrespect her in my presence. If I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't let you disrespect her sister, London, either, and I can't stand her butt. I say, "Look here, lady, I understand you're having some kind of identity crisis," gesturing at her outfit, "but I can assure you that I do not work here. My cousin is not some hot girl I'm helping instead of you. We've never spoken before, and despite what the police would have you believe, we do not all look alike." Oh! She then accuses me of calling her racist, which I laugh at as she tells me, "I'll have you know that I've dated black guys." Which Paris chimes in, letting her know that she can choke down as many black Richards as she wants, and that don't make her not racist. The woman said she doesn't hate black people, and we're racist for assuming she does. This pisses off Paris, who tells her she ain't gotta hate black people to be racist, just think that being white makes her better or them worse. You ain't gotta hate nobody to treat them different, cause you all up in your own ass. Which, gonna have to give her a gold star for. I'll be real, never expected to hear something like that from her. It took a bit, but the commotion finally got the attention of a worker who comes over. He is a black guy, as tall as me, carrying several items in his hands. I cannot express enough how much he looks nothing like me. I turn to midlife crisis, and I can see the recognition on her face when she looks at him. He is skinny as sin. I used to be a defensive lineman. I've never been skinny. He immediately asks if there's a problem and starts handing her her things, apologizing because the item she was looking for had been in the area it was supposed to be, just moved from where she remembered it being, which is code for, "You should have taken 5 seconds to look around." She is stunned silent for like 2 whole minutes. Like you can see the clockwork going on in her head. She wants to say something, but she keeps looking up, trying to figure out how she mistook me for this guy. She shoots Paris a dirty look because she's giggling like an idiot. Lady wants to say something so bad, but she holds back. To her credit, her skin reddens like a tomato and her face is like going through emotions. It's like if she was an actress that was told to emote just with her face. Emote? Why would you write it like that, man? Oh my god. Emote. Ah, god, that threw me off so hard. Her acting coach would have applauded her because she was running the gambit. Lots of head nods and everything, like she was having a heated conversation in her head. Impressive. She then starts stammering. I know she wants to continue this argument, but she's lost all footing because I step over next to the guy to illustrate how little we resemble each other. Paris is laughing her ass off by now. I look at the guy and say, she confused me for you. I mean, can you blame her? we could be twins. He looked at me funny for a moment, and then realized what happened, and gave the look that all black people give each other in these situations, which is basically us thinking, the caucasity. Oh my god, I love it! I very politely say, but very condescendingly tell the lady, I'm happy you found your man, and I hope the rest of your day is exceptional. I find being polite is a better screw you than saying screw you. Paris hit her with have a nice day, Karen, with no emphasis on the Karen, and we just walked away. I have to admit, despite our differences, I was very proud of my cousin for that. She's not known for sticking up for anyone. She's kinda spoiled, but I was happy she stood up for me because I might have said some things most foul if she hadn't. After we left, I took her to get ice cream. She's in her early 20s, but really likes ice cream. Alright, user Unfettered Defiance. This was a great story. It was really long, but I didn't even feel like it was that long because it was such a blast to read. The caucasity. I'ma start using that. Oh my god. It's like the best freaking thing ever. Also, you know, Paris, hit me up. You don't have to, but I mean, it's recommended. Alright. This story's called I Kinda Work Here. Doesn't mean I can help you though. I work as a security officer / door greeter at a huge retailer. When I'm working, I have to stand at the door and check receipts, mark returns, and of course, greet customers. In the years of our Lord, 2020 and 2021, that has shifted to counting customers and handing out masks. I don't have any major stories, but I have a few snippets, though I'm not sure if some of them are exactly I Don't Work Here Lady. Important information to include, I wear a security uniform complete with a policey style badge, and it's a completely different color than anything the store associates wear. Pretty early on, when I didn't know the store super well, I got a lot of questions about where items in the store were. Of course, having just started and being stationed exclusively at the front door, I was unable to help much. I tried to point people in the right direction usually, but that was about it. Then one day, as I'm making a ton of returns, due to some incidents, we were told that we needed to mark every single item being returned rather than just marking how many returns the customer had. I felt a tap on the shoulder. I turned to see this older lady who seems to have been waiting. I tell her, I'm almost done with these returns, then I can try to help. I turn back to the return lady and keep writing down UPCs and stickering items. I get another tap with an ahem. I repeat the thing I said before and keep going. I have like 2 things left. The lady taps me and says, I need you to show me where the bedding is. I turn and point real quick to the area of the store it's in and tell her it's over there. I finish up the stickers and the return lady leaves. I turn to find the old lady still there. I say, is there something else I can help you with?
Yes, I need you to take me to the bedding.
I reply, I'm sorry, I'm security and I have to stay up here at the front. She huffs and says something like,
well, I need you to take me because I won't be able to find it on my own.
I was really puzzled by this because I had already directed her in the right direction, and there was a big sign above it that literally said bedding. So I responded in kind and pointed again, saying, it's right under that sign that says bedding. I can't leave the front, so if you need more help, you'll need to find someone back there that can help. She just huffed again and walked off. Later on, I had been put in garden sometime later, and I'm standing by the door out there. The only people by the door at the time were me and a cashier who was always really quiet. He smiled and nodded a bit, but he was so quiet I had to wonder if he spoke at all or if he spoke a different language or something. He was a nice enough guy, but certainly not a conversationalist is the main point here. Some lady came from inside the store and walked right up to me with purpose in her step. She says,
I'm looking for a certain weed killer. Can you help me find it?
I respond by saying, I'm not really sure where it is, but I think it's on the inside aisles of the garden center. I can try to call a garden center employee to help. She said,
why don't you know where it is?
To this, I reply, I'm just security, ma'am. I don't work for the store. She huffed loudly and walked over to the cashier. He wouldn't have known either. He was just a front-end guy who got stuck back there. But she didn't ask him about that. She pointed pointed at me and loudly said,
"What does that guy even do here?"
When she got little or no response, she stormed off. Lastly, we had this manager, for this I'll call him Ken. He had a habit of pulling associates off their own jobs to help him with whatever he needed help with. His classic line was, "Well, you look like you could use something to do. How about you do blank?" Most associates would listen to Ken even when it meant abandoning their own jobs they had been told to do by other managers because he was just below the store manager on the hierarchy. When I was out in the garden, he would try to get me to move pallets all the time. I had heard other associates complain about him, so even though I honestly would have loved moving pallets while it was late and super slow, I always refused. He was always annoyed and cited that I wasn't doing anything else anyway, but he knew he couldn't touch me. It always made my day when he got all annoyed because of my response. "Sorry, sir. I'm here to guard the door. I can't go abandoning my post or AP will have me removed." I would then watch Ken move the pallets himself because he couldn't organize his own guys to do it before they went home. All the while listening to a podcast in my ear and doing absolutely nothing. Honestly, jobs where it seems like you don't really do anything sound like paradise. It goes by so slow. And take it from me, alright? I used to freaking work the night shift at this hotel that didn't get very much business most of the time. And I would just be on my computer all freaking night until I had to make breakfast or mop and sweep the floor. Other than that, it was slow. But when we were super busy, like I'm just jumping around all the freaking time and running around, and I'd check the clock, I felt like it was only like 20 minutes, but boom, it was like 4 hours, which is good, you know. Alright, this story's called I Work at the Cafe, not the airport. Rare I don't work here, lady, where I actually do work here, but not like that. I work at the cafe at the airport in a major city. Denver International Airport, it has to be. Every single day, people come and treat me like the airport information. I don't know anything about the flights, where one can buy cigarettes, when does your plane leave. I come here, I make coffee, and that's it. Do people really think I, a barista, know why their flight was canceled? It isn't even airport brand cafe, but a well-known chain, Starbucks. Today, this one lady came asking why the ATM machine does not work. Like, even if I was the airport employee, which I am not, how was I supposed to help her? It's ridiculous. I agree. I love airports and airport restaurants. They're just so cool. Because it's like a mini city, especially like DIA or like the Dubai airport or something. Those things are massive. And like you can just walk around all day, see so many freaking things. It's like a giant mall. And I love the mall. It's like I've been described as like a golden retriever puppy just freaking running around everywhere. Because it's fun. There's so many things to freaking look at and touch. Love it. And usually the restaurants are really good. So there's so many things to eat. It's like a giant food court in a giant mall. Oh my god, they're amazing. And it's also cool because like some random freaking cutie you might see in the airport, you're like, oh man, I'll never see her again. And then you freaking see her in your gate, or even better, you see her next to you in the plane. Boom shakalaka ding dong. That's the magic of air travel. I swear this is not sponsored, but you should sponsor me, you freaking money grubbing airlines. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.